to tell you a story that was so astounding to me when I was in Bali. I'd been performing with a troupe circling a volcano, came to a village that was having a ceremony that they have every 5 years as an initiation ceremony to initiate the young men into adulthood. I was alone for a moment in this village square under a giant banyan tree, one of the kinds of trees that have the roots that go into the ground. And it was, this is a trunnion, way up in what's called the Bali Asli, which are the original Balinese. And I was sitting under this tree, just resting, listening to a kind of Charles Ivesian concert of gamelan orchestras from all the different villagers who had brought their orchestras for these ceremonies, under the full moon. And I sat there just in quiet for a while. And all of a sudden, in the dark, from the rear of that space, I saw the glint of mirrors. And out of this darkness emerged, I don't know, could have been 20 old men in full warrior costume with the mirrors all over their costumes. There was nobody around me. There was nobody at all. I was alone in that square. And these men came, and I had seen those men earlier, and they were like this, and now they were like that. And they started to dance and move and come along into that square. No light, no audience, just me hidden in the shadows. And from deep within their bellies, these sounds came out. And for an eternity, because what is time after all but how you feel it, for an eternity, I was mesmerized, and they performed just under the full moon, and I could only see by that reflecting off of these mirrors. Well, after they finished performing to nobody, they disappeared into the shadows. And out came a young man with a propane lantern and hung it up on a tree. And then the entire village square filled with people, and a curtain was put up, and the children and the salesmen for all of the juices and whatever to drink, the celery juice or whatever, they came out, and for the next 9 hours all night they did an opera. But they had lights, they had the propane lanterns, and the audience would cheer and laugh and have a whole existence. Who were those people performing for before that? I'd been in theater all my life, really, all my life, even in the backyard and, you know, on the trees in the garage. And it really, really made me think they were performing for God. Now, I say that, and it's whatever you take from it. All that is the only way that we can, in our thinking process, put into a word of something that is intangible and interior. And it makes you do the greatest thing that you can do. And that, at that point in my life, said, check it every single time. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you a hedge fund? Why are you a this? Why are you an actor? Why are you a teacher of literature? What is it that motivates you? Because those people weren't getting reviews, they weren't getting money, they weren't getting adulation. They were doing it. Were they forced into it? I don't know, but I know that the incredible movement that I saw in the music was so inspiring and so profoundly detailed that it had to be something else, and that I brought home with me.